As you can tell from the title, watching submissions in this project is very non-trivial, but not impossible, just not always enjoyable. But still, there are great highlights, fascinating topics, and lots of things to learn. So join me on this belated rewind that no one asked for of this 5-year-old project. #MegaFave Numbers is a project started by several math YouTubers in 2020 that invites people to make a video about a number over 1 million that they like, which would be included in a playlist with 277 entries, 7 of which are no longer available as of the making of this video. Before we move on, I just want to preface that because of our confusion throughout the process of making this script, there may be slip-ups here and there, especially with accounting. Feel free to correct me in the comments. And if you somehow understand this playlist enough to correct me, oh, I hope sanity is okay. Of course, when we talk about numbers, there has to be a lot of maths, primes, arithmetic, and manipulating digits, in base 10 or otherwise. But the passion for large numbers extends wider than that. One of the most iconic constants in physics has to be the speed of light. And indeed, there are at least 4 videos where the number is technically the chosen mega favorite number, and several others mention this constant in their videos as part of the narrative. The neat thing that these videos often highlight is that this constant is exact, for the simple reason that we define the meter based on this constant. But there is a bit more to the history of the meter than this final definition, and this video talks about a mistake in an earlier attempt to standardize this unit. Other units mentioned in the project include the Planck length, the astronomical unit, and a suggestion for a new Coulomb. Computer science has its fair share of large numbers in this project, with great variety as well. A common topic is data storage in computers, like standard double precision format, hexadecimal for RGB, Unicode code points, and the storage of a 1 megabyte floppy disk. Computer Files video about time measurement and the Unix epoch is also a fun one. Personally, many of the wildest surprises for computer science videos in this project come from videos about cryptography, like those about RSA, the number that cracked open the PS3, and an icon of a hacking technique that hackers love. Some wild contributions to this event are also from video game nerds. Someone made a passing mention to Mario Kart. Another showed their pride for a cookie clicker speedrun. And 4 different videos are devoted to aspects of the game Super Mario Bros. And its A-button challenge. The features of works of art in this project are mostly short and hopefully cute. Eddie Wu has a well-made video about the Sydney Opera House. There are mentions of Sesame Street, Salvador Dali, the novel Saturn Run, Christian Bloomberg's poetry, and a fun video about words for numbers in fictional languages. Naturally, we tried our best to see what are the most commonly talked about numbers. To absolutely no one's surprise, the number on top is unimaginably big, but not infinity. Graham's number is mentioned in at least 5 videos. It's an upper bound for a problem in Ramsey theory that this video mentions. The number, its number of digits, and its number of digits are all too large to have a digital representation in the observable universe, assuming each digit is of Planck length. I assume it's a fan favorite because of how quick things escalate with the up arrow notation. Surprisingly, 1,000,001 is also mentioned 5 times. Most base their reasoning on the interesting number paradox, except for this lovely video that I recommend you spend 1 minute to watch it yourself. Coming up in second in terms of frequency is the speed of light, and the largest Mersenne prime known at that point, both with 4 videos each. As of the recording of this video, the record for the biggest Mersenne prime has been broken. With 3 primary mentions are the number of different configurations of the standard Rubik's Cube, and a pleasantly nerd-sniping positive integer solution to the equations shown on screen. These 2 are arguably harder to tell if they're actually the 3rd most abundant type, since I don't quite trust myself when it comes to making sure that I didn't miscount 3 as 2. I would like to pause for a moment to thank the video sponsor. Number 2. That's right, no one would be mad to give sponsors to an unknown channel. I just need a way to say that numbers related to powers of 2 are so prevalent as video topics they may constitute up to 10% of the videos in this event. This is not too surprising because 1. Mersenne primes, apart from the largest one, are well-known and mildly interesting numbers, and 2. Binary and hexadecimals are practically inevitable when it comes to computer science. Back to the video. It is a good time to remind ourselves that #megafave numbers was never meant to restrict you to integers. There's a video about the Euler-Mascheroni constant, 2 about the Rydberg constant in physics, and 1 video about a double precise number over a million, which is also the number closest to 1 million out of all the entries. This fun category is for videos that kind of cheated into the event. Tom Rock's math video is about Planck length, but then he chose the reciprocal of this number. This video does explain itself, and the author gave us a bunch of numbers that are interesting in multiple ways, but none is actually over a million. Finally, I have no idea what's going on with this video about the continuum hypothesis. Solid lecture though. All that said, these 3 are still fun in their own right, so don't take it too seriously. On to the final part of the video, where I give shoutouts to videos that cover great ideas and I otherwise don't know where to fit in the narration we've just been through. This video covers the math behind the magical number in a hack of the game Doom. The audio is not best out there, but the build-up and the approximation behind that algorithm is well worth the listen. This video takes you on a journey of primality tests that are not that well circulated among the general math enthusiasts, in my opinion. The narrative is motivated well, and you don't really need any fancy editing for it. Don't let the title of this video fool you, because it's actually covering novel research done by the author duo of this video. It's related to the Riemann hypothesis, if that suits your taste. This is a very crisp 3.5-minute explanation of the unreal premise in the title. It won't take that long to know how things escalated to a loophole in the US justice system's source code. This video may not be that well edited. It is an instructive exercise that gives a power of 2 that starts with 10 sevens. This one just promotes a big number I never see covered. This one has a lovely simple premise. It's shorter than 5 minutes, so no worries. And to cap it off, here is our gargantuan of an attempt to make a huge number out of pi and e. Goofy stuff.